you'll meet with Zelenskyy when you're there?
Yeah, probably I'll see him. Yeah.
What would you say to him?
Say, how you doing? It's a tough. He's in a tough situation. Should have never been there.
Volodymyr Zelenskyy says Russia will strike at NATO countries in the next 5 years. Ukraine's president sat down with partners in the UK. This is whilst he's been in NATO, and it was an ominous warning, reminding the world what is still going on in Ukraine and that there is another war still afoot.
There is talk of NATO countries having this target for spending of 5% GDP on defence by 2035. That's 10 years away. Is that too slow in your view?
Дуже повільно.
Very slowly. In my view, this is slow because we believe that starting from 2030, Putin can have significantly greater capabilities. Today, Ukraine is holding him up. He has no time to drill the army, and they are all getting annihilated and wiped out at the battlefield. In any case, he needs a pause. He needs sanctions to be lifted. He needs a drilled army, as he's got lots, more than 1 million people wounded or dead. Professional people who were professional warriors, and now he's got non-drilled ones. And 10 years is a very long time. He will have a new army ready by then.
Sorry, excuse me for interrupting, but do I understand you? Do you think that Putin could attack another NATO country within 5 years, test Article 5 within 5 years or fewer number of years?
Саме так.
Precisely so. I believe so.
A matter of months? Could he do it within months, do you think?
No, I believe he is not ready.
Leaders have gathered for the NATO summit in the Netherlands, where defence spending is the main point of discussion. The President Donald Trump has cast doubt over America's choice to abide by mutual defence guarantees outlined in the NATO treaty.
NATO summits are meant to be a show of unity and strength. But before he'd even arrived, the most powerful ally of them all dropped a verbal bombshell from his plane.
Are you still committed to Article 5 of NATO?
It depends on your definition. There's numerous definitions of Article 5. You know that, right? But I'm committed to being their friends. You know, I've become friends with many of those leaders. and I'm committed to helping them.
Any suggestion the US would not defend a NATO member undermines the Article 5 founding principle of the alliance, that an attack on one is an attack on all. It's a nightmare scenario that allies here are trying to avoid. Donald Trump is the star attraction at this gathering of leaders in The Hague. His allies are desperate to keep him sweet. It's a key reason why they'll agree to a new spending goal of 5% of GDP for defence and national resilience. The president seems to like the pandering, even posting the gushing content of a presumably private text from the head of NATO. Mark Rutte wrote, "Donald, you have driven us to a really, really important moment for America and Europe and the world. You will achieve something no American president in decades could get done. Europe is going to pay in a big way, as they should, and it will be your win." Also needing a win, but increasingly sidelined by events, is Ukraine's president. Volodymyr Zelenskyy has the ear of European allies, but it's Donald Trump who he really needs on side to end Russia's war in his country. While the US president sees himself as the world's peacemaker, his attempts to broker an end to the fighting in Ukraine have so far backfired. With such unpredictability growing, the UK has published a new national security strategy that warns the homeland could face the same kind of threats seen in Ukraine. Endorsed by the Prime Minister, it urges greater national resilience.
We are facing daily challenges on the home front, so whether that's cyber attacks, which are very, very frequent and very, very serious, whether that is a focus on energy security. We've seen from the Ukraine war that energy is weaponized by our adversaries.
Countering these risks is a challenge for the whole of the alliance. It won't be cheap, and it will be a lot harder without Washington.